Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. That sounded probably really bad. Just want to say thanks for supporting the channel. Today we got an awesome thing. UVS Games sent me the two Godzilla Challenger decks. Yeah, it's already past like Prime box opening season, but we still got the Challenger, the booster packs to open up. So we're gonna go and dive into each of the decks and take a look at what's in it. I have fought against a few of the decks, a few of the cards in the decks the last couple weeks. They're very popular, so we'll probably pick out some standouts. So let's see we'll go King Ghidorah first, then do Godzilla. Also, just wanted to say thanks to UVS Games for this awesome playmat. It is flipping sick. The black and white looks really great. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these things. So quick tip: it's easiest if you open from the bottom. Like I've seen a bunch of videos on people opening these up for like content, and they struggle bust the top because it's taped and it's glued. So what you do is you just pick this tab right here and you just pop it on both sides. So if you're like me and you like to collect like sealed product, this allows you to just put the deck back in there. But yeah, so we'll trash that over there. So yeah, it comes in some really nice packaging. There's our Challenger booster, Collector booster, and then this is like a little checklist book that I kind of wish they did with every set, but you know, like we just have so much coming. Like there's so much packed into a set, it's impossible to do one of these books. But it's really cool because it tells you actually what comes in every deck. If you look at it, it'll tell you how many you're tracking. So you know which ones have alts, and then in the back it tells you the different alts. So to be honest, we were hoping for a Godzilla alt, but I would definitely take the was it Kiryu as an alt too, because we love the Dragon Swords. They're the coolest. Yeah, so we'll get into it. Pop this open, a little tab there. It's glued. I mean, it's taped. I'm dumb. I should have done this beforehand, so I'm not struggle busing. Alright, garbage. So, it comes like in a little plastic wrapper. Best way, where is it? There's the pull tab. So, we're going to do some more content on we're going to actually get to do some more stuff on this channel. I know I'm in Universus Academy, but that's really for the podcast. It's going to be for like my own like funny game stuff. I do stream Final Fantasy 14 quite a bit, but this is like the first real Universus stuff. So it comes with the 3 characters. All 3 of these characters are making kind of splashes, these head waves, like more Rodan than the other 2. He has left us in the area, but George Zhang won the first UVS Let's Talk UVS and Tam Cardwell webcam event with Rodan, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of hype going around with him. So 2 combined firepower, 2 golden death, 2 death from above, 2 tri-beam, 2 monster zero, and 2 supersonic flights. These are considered your ultra rares and your rares. There's much to do about combined firepower, being able to, if you remove a card on defense, you can block with it at your discard pile. It's pretty cool. Death from above is kind of sneaky cool. That thing is crazy if you can put the stats on it. But yeah, I have like Monster Zero, which is funny because he's not even really Monster Zero, and then Golden Death's kind of cool. They all have neat things. This card's kind of neat in the fact that like you can just remove it for cost to draw a card with Rodan, and you just get a huge stat bonus because you get to zone change. So like an Air Mirio, like you can change something to a high and give it the 2 speed, 3 damage, do all the shenanigans. This card's Tri-Beam's good. Has a sneaky deadlock, stun 3, but it also just nukes a card out of your rival's hand, which is always a good thing. So you can get pushed through attacks, because in the King Ghidorah deck, a lot of your attacks are really slow. But they count on your opponent, not your rival, not having cards in their hand. So into the commons and uncommons, which is what so we got 4 Falling Crush, 3 Focus Gravity Beams, 4 Multiple Bites, 3 Overwhelming Gravity Beam. This card's pretty cool. It's basically a throw, because the first in hand says it's fully blocked, so does half damage. Which is really weird that it says if this attack is blocked and not this attack is completely blocked. 4 Sweeping Talons. Battle for Dominance, the first foundation we get, is a really good defensive piece that kind of nets you. It nets you a card, but if you had blocked a card previously, you get to remove it, draw a card, so you can actually chain block if you have multiples out, and it helps your progressive on block. Evasive Maneuvers is a sneaky little speed tech, -2 speed. There's a lot of powerful and fast low zone attacks, like Walk the Dog comes to mind. Gouging Needle also comes to mind. Gives it -3 speed, so it's really cool. 3 Galactic Monster. Last night at Locals, I'm filming this on 4th of July. This card got put in a lot of work in the King Ghidorah decks. We had 2 of them. We had 1 Evil and 1 Void, so that was really neat. We got to see 2 different versions of the same character. Wildly different play styles, which is really cool. 4 Malicious Evil, 4 Quick Arrival. And the card that I hate the most out of the deck, 4 Relentless Challenger. It's if you have 10 or less health, +1, -1 damage. So it's always on board with King Ghidorah, excuse me. And it has Deflect 2, which I don't think anyone will ever play that as a Deflect because this ability is too good. Also checks a 6. We have 4 Space Terror and 3 Triple Trouble, or as I like to call it, the Godzilla uh-oh face. So the deck out of the box for the King Ghidorah, I guess is okay. I've heard better things about the Godzilla deck right out of the box. But we did have a local smash 2 of these together. The King Ghidorah ones that just play Bionic Menace because getting +2/+2 on all the attacks are good. It's a really good thing. And he's just a stat stick. Plus he gets to commit, and like he has 29 health, so you take damage from like a partial block attack. You commit their best defensive piece, which is pretty sick. So we'll put this off to the side. Let's get into the Challenger. The Challenger booster, or the Collector's boosters. Nice little pull tab. So we'll hoping for an alt-art character because we have not pulled one yet. We've opened like I think 3 of each of these. All right, so we got Kaiju Clash. Hey, the Ferocious Attacker. We like that. Triple Trouble. Death from Above. This is like the 3rd one I pulled. This is crazy. This card is just the bane of my existence. Smashing Stomp and Focus Gravity Beam. So we got 3 Death from Aboves. Oh, the rare that nobody wants anyways. So, oh well. Let's get into the big guys. The big guys box. Pop from the bottom. Put our collector booster there, put our little book there, and then let's grab some scissors. So while I'm opening this, I do plan on releasing probably like 1 or 2 UVS videos a week. I think 1 is probably safe. 2 is being kind of, I just don't want to get burnt out on making content, and it's just easier for me. We got a couple deck profiles. I'm going to post my streams when I webcam play. Like just for test nights and all that. So so hopefully we can kind of grow the channel a bit. And I'm not too heavily invested into it like the first time I did it back in the old days. So it's more of a hobby thing than trying to actually, make a career out of it, I guess. So Godzilla, no introduction. This character is crazy. You get 3 damage and across all your 5s. You get to check +2 your checks if you have momentum, which off Chaos is just crazy because you Blue Flame Palm Strike is amazing in this character. And then you get the board wipe. Mecha Godzilla Kiryu. Don't let the 5 hand size fool you. Anytime you play a printed difficulty 5 or less, you draw a card. Plus you can discard cards from his hand to pay for EX. Powerful. Mothra I have not seen a lot of buzz about. He has an 8-hander. I just don't know how he's played. Or she's played, sorry. You get to get plus X, minus X speed, but you also get to spend 2 momentum to ready the card, which is an insane cost. But again, that commit is crazy. So you get, it's printed difficulty, so it's like it's on a 5, minus 5 speed, plus 5 speed, yada yada yada. And the action that's this action is insane. It's City Rampage, form, your checks to play, printed difficulty 5 or greater, gets +2 for the rest of the turn, and your attacks get 1/1 while it's in the card pool. As of yesterday, UVS Games previewed all the Titan attacks, which were all 6 diff and above. So basically you can play this, because all those Titan attacks have infinity. So you just play all infinity attacks, and you just play this, and you don't care about checking 5s. And all your attacks will have 4s, so you're really checking 6s no matter what. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Gathering energy. Electric Moth is one of my favorite cards out of the Challenger deck, Challenger Series decks. It's a good filter. Discard 1, draw 2, draw 3 if they have 10 or more foundations, and if your character is giant, which a lot of them do, you get to ready your character. Heat Ray, this just kills people. It just outright murders people. 2 History's Greatest Monster, because all of our attacks are 5 or greater, except for Electric Moth, I guess, and maybe a couple other cards in here. But like, if you're building Godzilla, you're playing the 5 diff package and Heat Ray and stuff, and you're playing this to ready. 2 Shobugen's Message. Hey, we get to flip Breaker 2, so yeah, hopefully we get to negate that. So ultra rares and rares. City Rampage is wild. That card is just completely wild. So put these off to the side. We got 3 Destructive Slam, 4 Flying Zap. We got 4 Kaiju Clash, 3 Mega Burst. Actually, this card is pretty good. You can play it as a late game string. You just play it as your second attack and on, and it'll always have stun because it's after you play this attack. Oh, cool. So you guess you get +1 stun at least. Okay, this is the best attack in the deck right here. Smashing Stomp. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, +2 low block, 4 low for 6. Enhance. Your next check to play an attack gets +1 response after it deals damage. We get to draw a card. So what's cool is some cool tech is in this character. It's always a 7 low for 6, and you draw 2 cards off of it, because you draw 1 for playing it, then you discard a card to pay for the EX, and if it hits, you draw again. I outright killed someone last night at locals just by playing 1 copy of this and EXing it like 7 times. It was great. It was like 3 or 4 times. It was awesome. But yeah, this is probably the best attack. Well, outside of Heat Ray, the best attack in the deck. 4 Ferocious Attacker, because we love card draw. Incomparable size, because he's massive. Skryonk is what it's now known. It's now called Skryonk. So we're looking destroy. You get +1/+1 on a 5 different greater. Moth Monster, a 2/6 with speed hate that gets built in if you play like Titan Cliff and stuff. Titanic Combat accelerates your build, gives you damage. We got some Tough Skin, flip -1. Just a little thing on the design. As of late, I think it was since set 5, maybe even set 6, as early as set 6. Our 0 diffs have been kind of okay at best, actually. Like, they haven't been like set 1 power, which is great because we don't want 0 diffs being as good as some 3 diffs. Unmatched power, and then another Skryonk for Unstoppable Force. It's commit, returns attack to your print speed. It's pretty good stuff. Like I said, this card right here, Smashing Stomp, is just, it's so good. Especially if you have a way to give it like tons of speed and damage. It wears stats very well, as the kids would say. We love the Skryonk. Alright, so let's get into our Challenger booster, or Collector's booster, or whatever. It's a Collector's booster, so let's put these guys off to the side. And let's hope for a character. Let's cross our fingers for a character, eh? Alright, let's get this. Coming up on 15 minutes. It's a little longer than I wanted it to be, but whatever. We were talking about some cards. Oh, it looks like an ultra rare. That's too bad. No character. Flying Zap. Hey, a foil Moth Monster. Relentless Challenger, Supersonic Flight. Wow, that's bad. All my alt arts have been horrible in this stuff. Has been no character, I should say. And I pulled a lot of Rodon stuff, which is, yeah. It seems like the majority of the cards I've pulled in my alt and my boosters have been a lot of the King Ghidorah cards and not a lot of the Godzilla cards. Supersonic Flight, it's okay, you know. Yeah, these are probably, to actually end the video here, these are probably some of the best products, like just out of the box, period. These the Godzilla deck is super competitive for a local scene, right out of the box. Make a few edits, you probably have a really good deck, and then yeah, you spend more time on it, you probably have a good regionals deck. So but yeah, so thanks for coming and hanging out with me for this short time and checking out these decks, and thanks to UVS Games. If you need to find events, you can go to play.ug. I forget what it is. Where's my phone? There it is. Let me see. I forget what the website is because I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. Play.uvsgames.com to go ahead and get all your how to find events, how to find stores, how to order promos, because there's a Godzilla promo on there that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's it. So have a good night, everyone. We'll talk to you later.